Congresswoman Debbie Lesko announced she would not be seeking re-election. The surprise announcement set off a scramble among Republicans, some of whom hope to win her endorsement. In the meantime, the Congresswoman is at work with her fellow Republicans on Capitol Hill. She is joining us today in the center ring to fill us in on what Congress is up to. Debbie Lesko, welcome, Congresswoman. A tweet of yours yesterday intrigued me. You said accountability is coming. Coming to who?
Well, I hope against the Biden family, and thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. We're continuing our investigation against the Biden family, and so Jamie Comer, who's the chair of Oversight Committee here in the U.S. House of Representatives, subpoenaed members of the Biden family, not only Hunter, but Joe Biden's brother, James, and then a business partner they had, because we just keep uncovering more and more evidence of what seems very fishy shell companies that are getting money to Joe Biden. Now, we just have to prove it, and in order to prove it, we need to subpoena these people and have them come before us.
I mean, that is something that would be absolutely brilliant. I'm hearing that there's some smoking guns in there. The evidence is piling up against the Biden, what I like to call the Biden crime family. Even if they're not even to get an impeachment, even if you're not able to have the Department of Justice or FBI, who I think are in on it, do their job, will the weight of the information coming out for people who are aware of it, is it going to have an adverse effect on the administration?
I think it already has had an adverse effect on Biden and the administration, because it's flashing a flashlight, a spotlight onto how the Biden administration's Department of Justice and FBI is very politically influenced. And so they seem to be covering up for the Bidens, and that's not what America is all about. And so Republicans in the U.S. House are pushing forward to try to uncover what we believe is shady business dealings with foreign companies, and Biden gets a piece of the pie that his family has been dealing with. And so we're just going to keep working on that, because it's wrong. President of the United States and former Vice President of the United States should not be profiting from foreign companies and foreign China Communist Party.
Now, Congresswoman Lesko, I know you have said that you are leaving Congress to spend more time with your family, but a lot of people suspect that it might be because Congress is broken. In your opinion, is Congress broken? Is our government fixable?
Well, I hope it's fixable, because it's really gotten away from what it should be. We've given too much power to the Biden administration, to the executive, whoever the president is, and we need to take that power back. Too often here, the agencies and the administration run the show, and that's what Republicans are trying to do in the House. We're trying to get back to passing individual appropriations bills, cutting funding, because as you know, our debt is over $33 trillion, but it's very difficult. This is not like the state legislature. So it was good that I served in the state legislature, gave me experience for this job, but in some ways it's bad, because we actually got things done at the state legislature, and then I'm discouraged when I get here to Congress, and it's so difficult to get things done. And of course now, thank God, we have a Republican majority in the U.S. House, so we can investigate the Biden administration, stop some of Biden's crazy radical policies, but then we have to deal with the Democrat-controlled Senate and, of course, the Democrat presidency. So it's very difficult to get conservative stuff done. It's frustrating. So, yes, I want to spend more time with my family. I'm going to turn 65 this year, and I miss my husband. I miss my 94-year-old mother. I miss my 3 kids and my 5 grandkids. And here I just feel like it's so difficult to get things done. So it's a combination of all. And But hey, I really love this experience, and I'm very thankful to all the people that have supported me throughout the years.
You have experienced the legislature here in Arizona. You have experienced what it's like to be a congressperson, a representative in Washington, D.C., representing Arizona. So I have to ask you, who do you hope will replace you, and why?
Well, I'm endorsing Ben Toma. Ben Toma is our current Arizona House Speaker, and he lives in our district. He has a proven conservative track record. He's not a bomb thrower, but he gets things done. So under his leadership, they got passed universal empowerment scholarship accounts, which I have been working on for years. I was the first sponsor of the empowerment scholarship account, which basically means that money follows the student so that the parent can choose whatever education they want. Well, Ben Toma got that thing passed, and he fought for universal ESAs, which was something I was not able to do. He also fought to get flat income taxes in Arizona. So he's a proven conservative, and he lives in the district. As you know, we have people that are flying in from other parts of Arizona that want to run for my seat, and I think it's very important that we get someone to replace me that actually lives in the district, has lived in the district, and cares about the people that live in our district. And so that's why I'm supporting Ben Toma.
Well, Congresswoman Debbie Lesko, it has been a pleasure having you on the show, and I know there are so many Arizonans appreciate the work that you have done in Washington, D.C. on their behalf, representing them. And you know what? Everybody deserves time to be with their family, especially if they got grandbabies. Now that I'm part of that club, I completely understand what that is all about. I want to thank you so very much for what you have done and just coming on the show and explaining your position and why you're doing what you're doing. It was a big announcement that caused a big fat scramble right here in Arizona.
It was a lot of people jumping in, and I'm just very appreciative. I'm going to work to try to get Ben Toma elected to represent our district. I think he'll do a great job, but I'm going to continue to serve my constituents for a little over a year that I have left in my term, and I'm going to continue to work hard here in Congress to try to reform some things and get things done, although it's very difficult and frustrating. But then, you know, who knows what's next for me in Arizona? I'll probably take some time off, and then I'll probably get bored, and then I might jump into something else.
Hey, Governor, let's go. Something. What?
Well, I guess you don't know, but I endorsed Kimberly Yee last time for governor, so if she's interested, I'd probably endorse her again.
So what you're saying, you're still going to have your toe in the water when it comes to politics in Arizona.
Yeah, I can't give it up. It's part of my character.
Of course. Debbie Lesko, we want to thank you very much for your time. Thank you this morning. Thank you for chiming in on what is happening in D.C. in the center ring.